Rishi, wait. I'm here. Rishi, get back. Hold on, Rishi. Coming for you, buddy. I'm coming. Hey, back. Interview. Staten Island. Staten Island Ferry.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Rishi. Sorry, I just came from an interview. Sorry. Running late. Staten Island Ferry.
How'd it go?
No, it's pretty good. No, it's pretty good, except I, forgot my batteries. Posted in a Facebook group, hoping someone could help me out, but no one's out there. So,
that's strange.
strained it a little bit.
Everyone's always reporting in Staten Island. So
No.
It's surprising.
It's unfortunate.
But, anyway, what's your story about?
Yeah, it's actually about how Obamacare, it's really affecting the International Space Station's effect on Brazilian deforestation. So, it's a pretty big deal. Yeah, I know a guy in Staten Island. So.
But, dude, I read that in the Times this morning.
What? Oh, yeah. Scoop. Pooped. Poop scooped. Bum. Wait, anyway, what are you doing in your pajamas? What?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I kind of forgot that we were hosting this, and I'm just preparing for my evening siesta. I live at the J school now, so...
Wait, hold on. You live at the J school?
Yeah, I'm always here. I wasn't spending any time at my apartment, so I actually found this great place up on the 7th floor next to the portrait of that old guy. It's got an amazing couch, a brilliant view of Butler, and the sunlight streaming in wakes me up every morning.
Yeah, no.
It's amazing.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Dean Gruskin's office. So,
What, really?
Yeah. That's awkward.
I'm gonna have to find a place for the 55-inch plasma I just ordered.
Busted. Hello everyone, I'm Jason Miles, I'm SPJ president.
And I'm Rishi Aingar, and I promise I'll change later. I'm the SPJ vice president.
Thank you for coming to the roast of 2013. We are excited to have you here at a time for Rishi to make mistakes and for me to be flawless in every way.
Of course. So, yeah, we've got a great show planned for you guys, so we're really excited.
Yeah, hey, did you actually know that SPJ is actually changing its name?
Really? Oh yeah. I got an email about that. But at least the initials will stay the same, I think.
Yeah, Society of Poor Journalists.
Dude, it's the Society of Pure Journalists.
Oh, pure poor my bad.
Yeah, because of our high ethical standards.
Oh, got that.
Yeah.
No, totally agree.
So,
right.
Anyway. So we're going to get right into the show. We have some amazing performances and, of course, epic roasts coming up. But since we're at the J School, we couldn't start the show without discussing the biggest news story of the year. This person has taken the media by storm, taken the internet by storm, and just is a candidate for Time Magazine's Person of the Year, just announced. So. Unfortunately, Miley couldn't make it. She decided to embarrass herself at another public function. But we do have Miles Lee Cyrus right here. So, without further ado, we wrote this song and it's dedicated to all our professors. So, Jason, take it away.
In case I forget my lyrics. We report, we write, we work all night, always asking ourselves why. We pitch to tell a story to sell a byline no one could deny. Don't you ever say throw that draft away, I will always break news. I can't write a lie, I must verify, I will always break news. You came in like a wrecking ball, more red marks than I ever saw. No, you didn't like my draft at all you ever did was ahead of me. Yeah, you ahead of me. I work real hard to make a deadline. Now you just bring me down. And now no sources to be found. Don't you ever say throw that draft away, I will always break news. I can't write a lie, I must verify, I will always break news. You came in like a wrecking ball, I didn't like my draft at all awesome clips. You came in like a wrecking ball. More red marks than I ever saw. No, you didn't like my draft at all. All you ever did was edit me. Yes, you edited me. That's it.
Miles Lee Cyrus, ladies and gentlemen.
Having a good time? Yeah! That was actually it. It's all about me. You can leave fine. We know. Yeah. I posted the order in the Facebook group in case you guys were wondering. Who's this? Hey girl. Let's find out. Oh, this is not supposed to. What is that? Hey. Okay, Lucille, so we'll see who's up first. David Claytell, Doolin 2. You guys pass her up? Oh.
Probably tell you that neither of our two professors have come today evening, so we feel like children whose parents abandoned them at their first dance recital. Taking on from there.
You can take the mics off the stands. Or you can use mine.
We're fine. We're fine. Oh, yes. Should we? It's the first one. Cool. This one? Cool. Excellent. Right. I apologize for a really awful American accent. Sorry. So, why do you think I'm here to teach you? Yes.
To make us better journalists.
No. Try again. You.
Because you have lots of wisdom to impart on us.
No. Well, yes. But no. And don't use the word like. That's 3 times I counted that. Anybody else?
Because you're paid to be here?
There we go! Oh, God, I thought nobody would get it. Oh.
Alright, so what's our beat?
Are we doing something exciting like East Village or Broadway?
Transportation!
Oh!
Now, get out there and fetch me some transportation news. Come on. Go on out there.
Hi, is this the MTA? Yeah, this is Ariana. Georgie, I'm a student from Columbia Journalism School. I mean, I'm a freelance journalist. And I was just wondering if you could give me a quote about, oh, they hung up.
Oh, I'll try. So I can see that you're obviously protesting against something very important, and I really do care about whatever it is that's going on in your country, but can we please talk about the more important things here? What mode of transport did you take to come here? No. Yes, I know you want to talk about your genocide, but we have the rest of our lives to talk about it. I don't care if you get ethnic cleansed out. But yes, city bike is far more important. So what do you think about the bike racks heights on the pavement? Really? How can you not have any opinions on such an important matter? What sort of a person are you? You reside in the city?
I hate transportation. I just wish Claytel would go away.
Just...
Well, that was remarkably easy.
3 weeks later.
So, I've gone through all your pieces, and despite the fact that you can't spell city bike, come on, they paid a lot of money for that. I thought the stories were okay. Today's lesson is the nut graph. Imagine you're at a bar with friends. And I could use a mojito right now.
I have a question. You crossed out every sentence in my article.
Yeah, like I said, there's some grammar issues.
Well, like every sentence? What did I do wrong?
Eva, your sentences are longer than some news stories, so they're all run-ons.
Excuse me, Professor Claytel never had a problem with any of my sentences. What? Screw you all. Just
Look, if you can explain why your sentences are grammatically
absolutely,
correct
I can do that.
in under 140 characters.
Wait, what? Just, wait.
With strong sentence
No,
structure.
wait, yes, well, wait.
Five characters there.
Okay, Wills, I think you have a point, but,
Look, no using whilst. Did you just say whilst?
okay, look, listen. See, when I was writing this sentence, that's the way it's supposed to happen.
When you were writing, no anecdotal leads, come on.
Well, just mention it, wait.
Don't talk in fragments. Oh, by the way, now that Claytel isn't here, let's gossip about him. I mean, you can talk to me. He's scary, right? I was in your shoes one time. I had him. So you can, I remember, you can talk to me. But really though, when you get to know him, he's as soft as a teddy bear.
Well, I mean, I guess he...
Professor?
Is he asleep?
Were my sentences really that boring and long?
Oh, this is the worst decision we've ever made.
I don't know. There's that one time I took the F train, and then...
Wait.
That was probably worse.
Can we please focus here? How do we get Claytel back?
And then there's that one time Roy walked into the MTA office, and then he had no idea what he was doing.
Do is so great, but we need both him and Claytel, or it just doesn't...
But then there's also the time that I asked that guy on a city
Oh
bike.
my God, Neil, just
like, stop!
I don't know what the joke is there, actually. Nobody knows who I am, so...
Guys, I have an idea.
well, like, is it a good idea?
Yeah, it's the world's best idea.
Is it better than the sound of music on live TV?
I think I know how we can get Claytel back.
Contact the MTA?
No.
Kidnap his daughters?
No. No. We can summon him back through his greatest problem with young people. Like.
Stop it! You're ruining the English language, people!
He's back!
Oh. Hi, Professor.
Were you letting them use the word like?
No, like, oh, damn it.
That's when I taught you. It reminds me of the time when
don't
I...
have time.
We don't have time, but yay, you're back! Yay.
What have you been doing, Professor?
Well, I woke up the other morning and I found I was in a strange alternate world called BuzzFeed. Nothing was quite what I expected. And then they asked me to write listicles. I didn't even know what listicles were until they told me about them, so I just did what I do best. I complained about how the MTA is the worst thing in the whole of New York City, and talked about 10 strange things we found on the subway, including a dogfish, and how we should all run over the kittens that were on the subway tracks. And then I became a world-famous celebrity. But then I heard you butchering our language, and I came back.
Well, did you come back because you knew you loved us?
No.
Because you're paid to be here.
Precisely! And although I may not seem to love you individually, I love students as a whole.
Oh, Professor, we missed you.
Yeah, we didn't realize how good you were till you were, like, gone.
Du asked us to write master's projects that required research in thousands of words, but it must have been a joke, right?
He's asleep again.
Well, as a gift to you guys, I think we might make this week's challenge a little bit more interesting.
Nice!
Yay.
This week, you're gonna cover the UN protests.
Right.
As long as it involves transportation. Yay!
Good job, guys. You guys ready for this?
Yeah. begin to explain the ojito.
One time, she failed a kid for being late by 30 seconds. That's why I'm always early by an hour.
I hear she has 6 Pulitzers and a DuPont.
And she's just a print reporter.
She always looks fierce. She always wins Best Professor.
I hear her reporter's notebook is insured for $1 million.
Mirsha told us failure wasn't an option once she had a baby. So I decided failure wouldn't be an option once I had a baby.
She came from Cuba on a boat, and she killed a shark with her bare hands.
I heard she has a tattoo of Che Guevara in her butt.
Her favorite thing to do is to edit the New York Times, and they beg her to do it.
I heard one time Fidel Castro asked her to write his biography, and she said no.
This one time when she was on 2020, she made Barbara Walters cry. I hear she flies a private jet every morning from Miami. Wait, she lives in New York. Then why is she always talking about Miami?
One time, she told me I was an awful writer. It was awesome.
Your reporting was better. Pero your photos were disappointing. You know what we have to do.
Hello?
We need you.
Got it. It's handled. Shanika, you have to go back and reshoot that. That framing is awful. And Johnny, I think you're trying too hard. You have to let the picture take you. Priscilla, I need you to get higher, on top of the Empire State Building, on the antenna, like Spider-Man. Who are you? Are you in this class? What did you guys learn in boot camp? Did Rob teach you any of this? Katie, I don't know what they do in Canada, but here, our photos are in focus. Joao, good shit. We all had to take our clothes off and photograph each other naked. So everyone take your clothes off, we're photographing each other naked. You too, Mita.
Yay!
Alright, so we'll give the professors a bit of a break and laugh at ourselves. So we have Matt Collette and Hope King.
Hello.
Alright, so some of you have had the pleasure of hearing some of this before, but I think that we have some new material.
And also your names.
Yes, all names. So I guess we should just begin.
Number 1.
The Panic Post. October 19th. Smriti Singh. Help! Guys, please, suggest good brunch places not too far from the school, as urgently as you can.
December 3rd. Alex Glorioso. Guys, just Okay, back to editing. Comment. Indrani Basu. Exactly how I feel. Okay, back to work. Comment. Jason Miles.
Hope King material.
Like?
Number 2, Lost and Found. Matteo Lenardi. Anyone found my debit card in Stabile? November 14th, 10:45 a.m. And then the rest of it is in Spanish. Again, Alex Glorioso, November 14th, the same day, 1:48 p.m. Anyone find a new PowerBook chord in either 607 A, B, or C? I think I left mine there last night. Comment, Alex Glorioso, 1:51 p.m. Or whatever chords go with the new comps. I have no idea what it's called, really.
October 17th, 3:02 p.m. Evan Simcoe, can't spell your last name. 3:02 p.m. Anybody find a red Moleskine-esque notebook in the past year or so with my name on the inside cover? 3:39 p.m. Found it. Number 3. Come to my event.
December 8th, Hope King. Love, actually, now, ahora, maintenant. What was that one?
Shenzhen.
Shenzhen.
September 20th, 1:59 p.m. via mobile. Hillary George Parkin. Anybody want to come to this tomorrow? It's like Burning Man and Red Hook, which conveniently happens to my beat, and it combines 2 of my favorite things: abandoned buildings, it's in an old massive grain silo, and dance parties.
Number 4, things that should have been emails to Melanie Huff. Priyanka Gupta. Any word on hybrid advisors yet?
Edited version, 1 hour, 12 minutes later. Any word on hybrid advisors yet? Tag Melanie Huff. Has anyone been notified yet?
September 14th, Janetta Badilla. Melanie Huff, I'm trying to register for another class since I didn't get into my first and second choices, and the system won't allow me to, though the class isn't full. Comment.
Melanie Huff says, more details via email, please. Number 5. Future post by David Lucille.
November 17th. You'll probably all be super bored from me doing this, but YOLO. So I've only said that St. Anne's is the place to be for new theatre in England. Julius Caesar just closed there, and you should all see Daniel Kitson this December because A, it is cheap, B, it is impossible to get tickets for him in the UK.
Woo! September 26th, 2:53 p.m. Hello, Columbia Collective, a cheeky request. So, a new play of mine is having a reading as part of a night in Brooklyn. The reading will be blah, blah, blah.
You spelled theatre wrong, by the way.
Number 6, J School Marketplace. Stephen Francisco. This is November 13th. I hate to spam, but my grandmother bought me this woman's North Face coat. Unfortunately, I'm not a woman. Anyone want to buy it off of me? Puppy not included.
September 5th, 9:19 a.m. Ariana Georgie. Hi girls, so I bought a few salon vouchers because they were at a good price, and I have 2 extras. The package which I brought for $30 includes a haircut, manicure, eyebrow, lip wax, mini facial, deep conditioning, etc. All included. Just looking to sell it to someone else for $30. Smiley face. It's a good deal considering the services you get. Let me know if you're interested. Hey, people bought that. Number 7, career services posts that no one responds to. Gina Boubion, Thursday, November 7th. The Village Voice interviews students. Please note, tomorrow, Thursday, November 7th.
0 comments, 0 likes.
Plan number 8. Plans that will never happen.
Lose all of the pages. Margot Haddad, October 6th. Anyone like camping and wood fire here? I would like to go before it gets too cold. There's this pretty cool place, 2 hours. Like, this did not happen, right? November 27th, Daniel Roklowski. Are there any J-schoolers other than myself and Carly Marsh who are into skiing and or snowboarding? If so, I propose we plan a ski trip sometime in January. Carly Marsh, yes! Hope King, D-O-W-N.
Number 9, shameless self-promotion.
Colin Wilhelm, September 23rd. Howdy, folks. Apologies for the shameless self-promotion. But here's a reaction story to the terrible suspected hate crime against the Columbia professor. That's really not a fun one to say as a joke. Just assume that any other piece Colin wrote, you could do this with.
October 20th, Jonetta Badillo. Just received an email from Student Services Online stating my reporting grade was available. I passed. Yippee! Not that I had any doubt or anything. Just feels so good to see that P. Looking forward to video, written word, and working my master's project.
And finally, number 10. It's for a story. November 20th, 11:54 a.m. Alex Menzel. Does anyone know an NYC sanitation worker? It's for a story I'm writing. Thanks!
Same day, 1:44 p.m. Yoon Jun Sang. Anybody know where one can speak with undocumented immigrants or advocacy groups? It's for a story. We had one more.
But it got deleted.
There was an infamous one around, I guess, Thanksgiving.
That one wasn't for a story. That was Panic.
That was Panic, yeah. But it got deleted, but I think you all know which we're talking about, right?
If you've ever been locked in a bathroom, we know you deleted the post.
And we have it somewhere. And the next time that we come up here, we will recite it for you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm so happy. So incredibly happy. I was not on that list. You have no idea. Okay. Michael Shapiro and Mike White.
What was the best one? Found. Birth certificate. Yeah, that was good. That was good. We all want to go up.
Glad I was on that course. Guys.
Michael Shapiro, a slouching, gray-haired man in an old Brooklyn Dodgers jacket and a newly purchased Oxford shirt, walked into room 801 at Columbia University's Graduate School of Journalism in New York City and sat down at the long wooden table. Actually, before he sat down, he arbitrarily chose a student and demanded, petulantly, "Get the fuck out of my chair." Having commuted from New Jersey, Mike Hoyt, the real authority in the classroom, had arrived 20 minutes early. He chose an open seat. This is a story about surviving Michael Shapiro and Mike Hoyt's reporting class. According to a Harvard sociologist, the following will help you get through the class.
Number 1, prepare to learn about dark social over and over again and pretend you've never heard about it before.
Number 2, at some point in the semester, you may be given Michael's cell phone number. You may not call it. Or text it.
Number 3, be prepared to hear lengthy personal stories for at least half of each class.
Number 4, make sure Mike Hoyt is on your side. Michael will always defer to Mike.
Number 5, prepare to learn about dark social over and over again and pretend you've never heard about it.
Number 6, avoid being one of the weaker students, but recognize that every student is one of the weaker students. Number 7, do not threaten to run away to the Middle East with Dr. Filkins. Man.
Number 8, don't be Canadian. It's a worry.
Number 9,
Be positive. Don't lose your place on your script. And don't raise completely reasonable objections to stupid assignments.
Number 10. If you really want to make Michael uncomfortable, include the words nipple tassel in your final piece.
Also, don't be in class with your bestie and expect to not be repeatedly pitted against each other.
Number 12, always remember there are no hugs in journalism, ever.
Number 13, learn Yiddish.
The only way to deal with that schmuck.
Number 14, you may be given Michael's address for a class party, only at the last minute, but don't get your hopes up. He has no intention of letting you into his home.
Number 15, be prepared to help Mike with advanced technology, like Gmail, or get a carrier pigeon to communicate with him.
Number 16, be kind to your classmates, or be prepared to ask how your Hitler biography is coming along on a weekly basis.
That was don't be kind to your classmates, and Hitler, the early years, it was a very rough childhood.
Number 17, be prepared to negotiate over Kashmir.
Number 18, don't cough.
Sorry. Number 19, lie about fasting on Yom Kippur or you will be called a sinner. Apparently, I'm a failure to my people.
Number 20, if you want to try and maintain some power, don't ever laugh at Shapiro's jokes.
Number 21, if Shapiro determines that your voice sounds like Melanie Huff's, be prepared to do an impression for Dean Bruskin in the elevator.
Number 22, don't have a bad motherfucking mustache.
Bring Mike paper clips and tea.
If you want to get honors, every story you write should begin with, "This is a story about."
Number 25, as much as Mike and Michael pretend not to love us, they do, and we love them too.
And always remember, payback is a motherfucker.
Okay, bye.
Right. Next up is the one I'm most looking forward to. My reporting class. Span Clan, represent.
No, I think we're good for 3 of us. I think everyone should be on that. We can be back. Everybody else. We need to say something to the staff. We need to say something to the staff. Nothing is going on. Do you want to bet?
Welcome to a segment we like to call Great Moments in the English Language, as edited by Paula Span and her infamous Sledge Report.
As long as there's sludge in the world, Paula Span will not sleep.
Edited version.
Paula Span does not sleep.
407 years ago,
Edited version.
in 1776.
Toto, I've got a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
Edited version.
This isn't Kansas.
Bond, James Bond,
Edited version.
James Bond.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against the sea of troubles, and by opposing end them. To die, to sleep, no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the 1,000 natural shocks that flesh is heir to.
Edited version.
I wonder if I should kill myself.
I do not like them in a box. I do not like them with a fox.
I do not like them in a house. I do not like them with a mouse. I do not like green eggs and ham.
And the edit?
You do not like green eggs and ham.
Call me Ishmael. Some years ago, never mind how long precisely, having little or no money in my purse and nothing particular to interest me on shore, I thought I would sail about a little and see the watery part of the world.
And after the sludge report?
My name is Ishmael. Land was boring and I was broke, so I went whaling.
If you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to ask for a glass of milk. When you give him the milk, he'll probably ask you for a straw. When he's finished, he'll ask you for a napkin. Then he'll want to look in a mirror to make sure he doesn't have a milk mustache. When he looks in a mirror, he might notice that his hair needs a trim, so he'll probably ask you for a pair of nail scissors.
Edited version?
Never share things with a mouse.
A Republican express will rise or fall together. An able, disinterested, public-spirited press with trained intelligence to know the right and courage to do it can preserve that public virtue without which popular government is a sham and a mockery. A cynical, mercenary, demagogic press will produce in time a people as base as itself. The power to mold the future of the Republic will be in the hands of the journalists of future generations.
Edited version.
Save the Republic with journalism.
Edited version. Robert Moses was a powerful judge. Thank you.
Johannes and John Albert. Or as I call him, a visit from the Swoon Squad. Clever, I know. Take a bow now.
Hey. Love J School. So this is a break from the comedy.
It's never a break from the comedy.
We're not. We want to set you up. He's a tall man. So being white and from Liechtenstein, and white and from Germany, we're gonna do Otis Redding. Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be waiting till the evening comes, watching the ships roll in, and I watch them roll away again. So I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. I left my home in Georgia, headed for the Frisco Bay, 'cause I had nothing to live for, and nothing's gonna come my way. So I'm sitting on a dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Sitting on a dock of the bay, wasting time. Looks like nothing's gonna change. Everything will remain the same. I can't do what 10 of my professors tell me to do. So I guess I'll remain the same, yeah. Sitting here, resting my bones, and this loneliness won't leave me alone.
It's lonely on the 8th floor.
2,000 miles I roam just to make this dug my home. Sitting on the dock of a bay, watching the time roll away. Sitting on the dock of a bay, wasting time.
Oh no, the whistling. Can anybody whistle this part? I think my mouth is too dry to whistle this right now. Thank you. Next up, we have another roast. This is the reporting class of Ann Cooper and Meryl Pearl.
Hi. You can go ahead and play it. We wrote a song for Ann Cooper and Meryl Carmen. Thank you. I'm on deadline, but I'm okay. We've got pizza for election day. Well, I guess Meryl would say the police chief isn't in today. Annie, Banani, and Meryl talking about our girls, and sent so many emails and Google Docs.
So many.
Our beat report had us wandering the blocks. Well, I guess Anne would say,
What did you say?
Annie, Banani, and Meryl talking about our girls, our girls. So, what room are we in today?
I don't know, guys, but I didn't have time for breakfast. Starving.
Who cares about breakfast? Our girls brought us cake.
Cake?
Cake. Cake. Meryl, pick up the phone. I'm in a stitch. My story fell through. Better find a new pitch. Well, I guess they would say, send me 3 more sources today. Annie, Banani, and Meryl talking about our girls, our girls. Thank you. Thank you.
Good job, good job. We have another video for you guys.
Good evening, I'm Jake Lefferman.
And I'm Marissa Marcelino. Tonight we investigate a mysterious new phenomenon that is unsettling political leaders and celebrities across the globe.
Not an addict of any sort, so I'm not quite sure why you're saying I need help.
Says who?
I'm not an addict of any sort, so I'm not quite sure why you're saying I need help.
Says who?
Since I took office, I've made clear my determination to prevent Iran from obtaining a nuclear weapon.
Says who?
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Says who?
Can't sing, I can't act, I'm dumb, I'm a hillbilly, but I can twerk.
Says who?
My government will continue to reduce crime and protect national security.
Says who? Says who?
We begin our investigation tonight in Morningside Heights. Caroline Ballard has the story at Columbia University.
Thank you. Behind me is the Columbia University Journalism School, which, according to several reliable sources, is the source of the Says Who phenomenon. J-School insiders tell us that echoes of Says Who can be heard from this office here. We have not been able to get inside, and multiple FOIA requests have been denied.
Caroline, is there anything else that you can tell us?
Not at this time, Jake. On another front, SSOL is still down, and I haven't been able to register for classes, and I can't get a nightly news. I'm literally just freaking out.
Oh, thank you, Caroline. Jake, it sounds like we've got a real problem on our hands.
Absolutely, Marissa. We turn now to our Washington correspondent, Lena Sharif, at the White House.
Thanks, guys. President George W. Bush has actually just called a press conference. Let's take a look.
My fellow Americans, major combat operations in Iraq have ended. In the Battle of Iraq, the United States and our allies have prevailed.
Says who?
Thank you, Lena. We're a little bit confused, though. Wasn't that 10 years ago?
Well, Jake, at Columbia Journalism School, they really teach you to double check and triple check your sources, which takes time. You know, be right, not first.
Okay, can you shed any light into the Says Who phenomenon in DC?
No.
Well, fantastic. Thanks for your input. Now for an especially emotional segment, we have two victims of the Says Who movement here in studio.
We're doing an emotional segment. Marissa, this is the nightly news.
Yeah, Jake, that's right. Some people have hearts.
Says who? No, but seriously, I am going to Columbia J School so I can do morning talk show banter. I'm going to let you have this one.
Fantastic. I'll see you later.
Sure.
Today we have Sarah Jorgensen and Trevor Anderson, class of 2014 Columbia Journalism School. Guys, thanks so much for being here. I know how hard this must be.
We're just really happy to be here to tell our story to the world.
You're so brave. You're so, both of you.
We know.
If you could just, from the beginning, talk to me a little bit about your Says Who experience. I'm sorry for using the words.
I'm sorry. It's been a really difficult time for me. Since my reporting class, I've had a really difficult time trusting people. For instance, my parents wanted to come in to celebrate my birthday with me, and I had to ask them how they knew it was my birthday. And they showed me the birth certificate, but I didn't have a secondary source. I just couldn't believe it.
This is just too hard. And Trevor, a little bit from you.
It was Democratic primary day, so we're out there covering, as the class does, and I'm in the bathroom, and guess who walks in? President Barack Obama. And I just, get a few words from him, try to see what's going on, who'd you vote for and all those kind of things. And I bring it back, and it's great stuff. But she said he wasn't New York City based, so I couldn't use it. All that work, right?
Thank you so much for sharing your story. Jake, any help? Thank you both. This has been really great. This has been really great.
Thanks, that's my seat. Thank you.
I'm glad you could join us.
We're going to go to a credible source now. We're going to go to our in-house expert, Kim Kleeman. Kim, thanks for being here. What do you have for us?
You can't really tell what the problem is, but I think the answer is more testing. And people can't do their own DNA tests, so we think the federal government needs to be a lot more involved in catching this.
Kim, thank you. Always a pleasure. You know, I was her favorite student at Columbia.
Says who? We go now to London to Marie Shabaya, who's reporting on the Says Who situation there. Marie, what can you tell us?
Yes, that's right, Marissa. The country's gone to shite. Queenie's talking about the economy and Prince William is busy changing babies' bottoms. Also, there's this weird Yankee voice questioning everything we say.
My government will continue to reduce crime and protect national security.
Says who?
He does like to keep having nappy changed. And you did the first nappy? I did the first nappy, yeah.
Says who? That's it. I'm moving to Ireland. Back to you in America.
Thank you, Marie. We now go to Sybille Pennerine, who's in Paris. Sybille, tell us a little bit about what's going on over there.
I'm sorry, I don't understand the question.
Does the French government have a response to this?
Right, so changing gears, we now go to Izzy Mendez, who's at P. Diddy's all-white party in East Hampton. I didn't get an invite this year. Wow.
Not the first time.
Izzy, what's your comment?
Thanks, guys. You would not believe who's here. Woo! I just met Tiger Woods and Lance Armstrong. Take a look.
Nobody believes in doping controls more than me.
Says who?
Well, just one is enough.
Says who?
I'm off to the after party at Tiger's hotel room. Hotel. Back to you guys in the studios.
Thanks, Izzy, for that hard-hitting piece of journalism. It sure is a mystery, isn't it, Jim?
You know, it is, Marissa, and I think the real mystery is why we're only trained how to report on the problems and not how to solve them.
Great point.
We're now going to go to Devjot Ghoshal to sign us off. He's our executive producer.
That's all we have tonight on the Cross-Examiner, New York, and the world.
Examine.
Alright, so we're going to mix things up a bit. So Smriti Sinha is now going to be doing a Bollywood dance.
Hi guys, I'm going to be doing a short Bollywood dance, and please promise me that you won't boo me when you see me in the corridors for the rest of my time here. And so I'll just tell you a bit about the dance so that you don't feel completely clueless. There are 3 songs, and the first one is called Radha on the Dance Floor. And Radha was the name of the lover of Lord Krishna in Hindu mythology, and in this song she's saying that Lord Krishna, Eve teases her all the time, but everybody blames it on her. And the second is a festival song in which the girl is saying to the guy, it's that when you hit your water piston at me, good girl turns bad. And the third song is the guy is saying to the girl that please sometimes by mistake come to the street where I live. So you know our songs are very educational, as you can imagine. And I'm sorry I didn't mean to be so close up personal and bouncing on this stage next to you, but this is how it is. And none of the boys at the journalism school wanted to dance with me, so I had to borrow a graduate student from the business school. Hope you enjoy it.
Okay, so before we do this next roast, we want to play a short YouTube video just to set some context.
Steve-Alt! Steve-Alt! Standing for Steve Holt? Steve-Alt!
Well, we'll just have to be honest with you, Chad.
Okay, so for this next roast, we'd like to have a little bit of class participation. So anytime you see this image on the screen, I would like everybody to give a resounding Steve call. Can we practice that? And Steve call! Awesome. Okay, this is gonna go really well.
So, Marika, I heard there's this new dean at the journalism school that everyone's talking about. I mean, I don't know. It's he might be okay and all, but he can never be as awesome as Nick Lemon. I mean, that guy was amazing.
Hey, well, I don't know. I mean, Rishi, I don't know. Have you heard about our new dean? His name is... He's pretty amazing.
Oh, really? Like, what's his resume like? What's he done? He's like, what?
Well, actually, he's worked at the Washington Post. He's a writer for the New Yorker, and he works at the New America Foundation. It's pretty great.
Yeah, but I mean, we're all writing articles here at the J School. Anyone can write for a newspaper and magazine. We have professors here who've published books. And has he published a book?
Actually, it's funny you should ask that. He has published many, and this is just a sampling of the books that he's written. He's a pretty accomplished guy.
Okay. But I mean, this is, after all, the home of, this school is the home of the most famous award in journalism. So what awards has he won? I bet he's not won any awards.
You're gonna love this. Check this guy out.
Wow. Okay, he's pretty awesome. I mean, he looks like he might just be the one.
The one?
The one. Well, welcome to the J School Dean Call. We're really excited to have you here, and we're looking forward to everything you have. Dean Call!
It's pretty great. It's cute. Friedman's class, you guys can come on up. Get ready. It's falling over. That's good. That's cool.
By the way, we're all part-time students. Power to the part-time. In tonight's dramatic reading, we will be bringing you into the mind and the classroom of Samuel G. Friedman, journalist, author, former New York Times theater reviewer.
Some of the quotes you are about to hear have been reconstructed, but bear the same meaning, if not the exact verbiage of their original intent. We think.
Scene 1. Rules of writing for Samuel G. Friedman.
AP style.
If you make a grandiose claim without substantial evidence, it is a disservice to the reader.
An article is only as strong as its weakest paragraph.
AP style. Does anyone know what a possessive plural is? Percent. We've been over this.
AP style. I hate referencing as a verb.
Why wouldn't you capitalize Congress? It's a proper freaking noun. Seriously though.
AP style. Line edits from Samuel G. Friedman. Or, if you can read my handwriting, good for you.
Don't be afraid of the news. It won't hurt you. Seriously. Except for the factual error, and that's a big except. You have a pretty good lead.
Awkward. Well, you were partly right. This is kind of a hot mess. You do start out well, though. The problems are after the first paragraph.
Question mark, question mark.
Question mark.
Question mark. This is just a mess. There's no other way of saying it.
Again.
Awkward.
Scene 3. Things only Samuel G. Friedman would say.
I always expect my students to panic on their first deadline drill. You did not disappoint.
Cultural Literacy 101.
Protoplasmic.
And no more words like issues. They are the tofuization of the English language.
A man diagnosed with an illness went back and got a second opinion from the doctor, who told him, okay, you're ugly too.
Scene 4. Words of wisdom.
I'll pay you the highest compliment by taking you seriously.
It's not enough to be semi-literate in a world of illiterates.
You are the best of the worst. My job to make you the best of the best.
And I don't care who in your life lets you settle. You have to be twice as good as everyone else.
Everything matters.
Every word matters.
Thank you.
Next up, we have a roast of Karen Stabina.
What's up?
Hi, Kareem. I wanted to talk to you about your story.
Okay.
Did you even interview these people?
I talked.
Because I can't really tell what the story's about.
But.
You know, when I was in Afghanistan, edit 3.
Smriti, did you record it?
But if
You also used a lot of commas. You really shouldn't use that many commas.
But
You also hyphenated a lot of words, and that's generally not accepted.
But it's in their last name.
I'm just trying to understand what you're trying to say here. I never went to J school. I just submitted to like 50 publications. Why say something in 750 words when you can say it in 3?
I think you have to
It's just you're not proving to me that you've done the reporting work to support this.
I don't understand why.
Did you do your pre-reporting?
What?
Pre-reporting.
What?
Did you do it?
I don't understand what you mean by pre. What? I don't.
Vanessa hates words. I mean, those things, nouns, subject, verb, object, just get rid of it. Useless. Don't need them in a story. Too many words. Unnecessary.
I learned the 3, 1, 2, 4, or was it 4, 1, 13? Because 7, 8, 9, no, 3, the 5, 6, 7, 8 structure. I learned that. I know how to structure a story now.
I thought storyfly was a big thing in the world of journalism, but I think that was just Karen.
I didn't come to J school to crunch numbers. I hate data.
It's all in the headline. Pro chef as pro athlete.
She just kept talking about this sweet roll, but I never actually saw one. I still don't know what that's about.
I'm gonna be a much better journalist once I'm pregnant with my first daughter.
I thought I did the good word before having Karen, but now never ever say the P word in front of her.
Rob, Alejandro, Kareem, and Sammy will do peer review. Sammy? I'm Sammy? No! Smriti!
I learned how to pronounce Smriti.
Anytime you want to report on GMOs, check. Oranges, check. Amy Harmon, goddess.
This is Meshi, a professional actor. So this is his full-length play. So Meshi is reading the character of Kemi. So I'm reading Akim, a Nigerian immigrant who is a basketball player, tap dancer, best-selling author.
Surprise! Surprise!
I have a heart condition. Don't kiss me on the mouth, kiss me on the cheek.
What sort of heart condition do you have?
It's called MPV.
What does that mean?
Mitral valve collapse. I've been carrying the symptoms like heart palpitations and arterial fibrillation.
You're a comedian. Why are you trying to scare me as if you really have a health crisis?
I'm a man. Are you telling me there's no need for me to be concerned about something that may affect half of men in the US?
Have you had a test done regarding this?
I haven't. I don't need to. I don't think I have it. I'm just stressed out. Do you know what I mean?
Why? Why are you stressed out? This is your crowning moment. You just published a best-selling memoir that has resonated with readers. Life can't get better than that.
Do you know that success has put me under undue pressure? Now I have to be coached by a media guru that my publisher hired to prepare me for an interview with Matt Lauer.
You're getting big. You should be really excited about the prospect of that kind of interview on national TV.
Damn right. The prospect is tantalizing, but it's going to put me in the national media spotlight, which I don't like.
You brought this on yourself. No one put a gun to your head and asked you to write a book about your parents' marriage and your own life's ups and downs. You craved for this moment to come, and now you can't escape it.
It's my publisher's fault. It's my agent's fault. They marketed this little book to become a huge bestseller. Of course, I'm thrilled about it. I hope I can cope with it.
You're a righteous, self-absorbed man who doesn't want to take responsibility and likes to shift blame to others for his mistakes.
Why are you so critical of me? I'm being sarcastic.
This book is gonna make you filthy rich. I don't need your money. I just need a 5-carat diamond ring. You know, the time is right for us to take our relationship to the next level.
Are you kidding me? You're a married woman. Your husband is a cop. He doesn't know that you and I are having an affair. For goodness sake, Kemi, this affair must stop. It's not fair to the man.
Who are you to tell me what's fair and unfair?
Let me see your finger. Oh my God, you are not wearing your wedding ring. Where is it? It's unfair to your man.
Why are you being so weird? I've never worn my wedding ring to come visit you. You're mocking me like I'm a whore. You can't abandon me now after what you did to me.
What have I done to you?
You made me fall in love with you. You're very romantic and have those smooth touching hands. You made me cry and you made me laugh. You've taken me to countless brunches and you've surprised me with bouquets of flowers and chocolates every time we finish having sex. You've taken me to concerts on my birthday. You keep surprising me with flowers everywhere in my car. Who's the perfect man to do that for me other than you? I remember on our first date, you gave me a flirty handshake. You shook my hands, you smiled, then you nodded. We made eye contact, then you squeezed my hand tenderly with your other hand. Then you stroked my hand with several short movements from the wrist to the fingertips seductively.
I'm flabbergasted. I'm also sorry that I'm driving you nuts. I really would like to be estranged from you, but you're a crazy lover. If you and I were relatives, I would claim we were both victims of genetic sexual attraction. You know what's better for both of us is to stop this affair. I don't want to destroy your matrimonial home. That's not what you need from a friend who cares about you like me.
I don't really care about my matrimonial home. I made a mistake when I married Belle, who doesn't show me any affection. You're my man, my real love.
Kemi, don't let us get ahead of ourselves. Our relationship isn't going to fly for the simple reasons I've mentioned. Mind you, you are not the only woman in this world who wishes she's married to a different man. In fact, there's a research that suggests that 60% of married women wish they had married a different man other than their husbands. Like those women, I'm afraid you are stuck, and you have to deal with what you have and appreciate it.
You didn't tell me this gibberish when you were nobody. Is it because you're now famous that you think I'm no longer good enough for you?
That's not the point.
What's the point?
You don't want to listen, and I'm fed up with repeating myself to you.
Why did you ask me to come and see you today when you knew you weren't ready for me?
Oh my God, did I ask you to come today?
You left me a rambling message on my phone yesterday that I needed to see you today.
That's true, I could.
Do you have some kind of wiretapping problem?
I've not been on the pages of a tabloid like News of the World. I'm sure my phone has not been hacked.
Do you really think now that you're a world famous celebrity, do you really think you're now a world famous celebrity because of your memoir?
It's #1 New York Times best-selling book. Stop being jealous.
Of course, I'm thrilled for you, but I just want to know why you left me a rambling message yesterday.
Seriously, I could. I want to announce the breakup of our affair to you by phone, but I felt I should say it to you in person. Honestly, I didn't know you would show up today.
I bet you've been seeing someone else. Now it's time for you to throw me under the bus like a hand-knitted Russian scarf.
I don't have money for a wine and cheese reception. I want us to end our relationship.
You're a bad man. Why do you suddenly break up with me now at the moment you've become rich and famous? Why do you want to prioritize your spending to create a financial recovery plan and then remove me from the equation?
I don't want to be your deceptive lover. It's time for a change. Let's move on.
You're really looking for an excuse to break up with me. You're behaving like one of those crazy black men who voted for George W. Bush twice. Yeah. My friend Morgan said she saw you some days ago with this pretty white lady around Radio City Music Hall. Who was that white girl? Tell me, who was she?
Thank you, we're done.
Next up, we have a roast of Sandy Padway.
we were going to do a Bollywood dance, but that was taken. Most of our class is out reporting this evening, that's why there's only 3 of us. So instead, we're going to have a dramatic reading of a small play we wrote, Sandy Padway's The Godfather.
Skip it too.
Sandy Padway's The YouTube Commercial.
It's 3:30 in the afternoon on a Tuesday. The students in Professor Sandy Padway's reporting class have been given a lengthy assignment and are now lining up outside his door with questions. Every student dreads office hours, which are imposed under strict penalty of expulsion and/or death.
Professor, I need some help on my story.
Sources.
I'm sorry?
Sources. How many sources do you have?
I've got 34.
34. Just 34? What are you talking about? Get out there and get me some more sources. You need at least 10 more.
But 10 more? The story is due on Monday. I don't have time to...
10 more, at least. You want to be a reporter, right? Reporters report. Next. Let me guess, story question.
Right. So I had a question on my story.
The sources. You need more sources. That's your answer.
But I didn't ask my question.
Do you remember what I gave to everyone in class the first day?
Like a paper bag?
Paper bag. Do you know what it's for? No, take that with you on the way out. Next. Hello, Nick.
I'm Evan.
Are you sure?
I think so.
So wait, there's 2 tall, skinny white guys in my class with beards? That's too many. Shave your beard. Next, you're going to tell me there are 2 people in my class with some really uncommon names.
Professor, I just had a real quick question.
Wait a minute, which Anam are you? Anam Khan or Anam Masroor? I can't remember all these names since they shortened RW1 to half a semester. Wait, there's a lost child in the building. What's your name? Who are your parents?
I'm the other Anam.
You look way too young to be in grad school. You don't look intimidating enough to be a reporter. Are your shoes comfortable?
Yes.
Okay, good. Then at least you'll be able to do a lot of walking when I put in the shoe leather to find more sources. Get out.
Sandy, do you have a minute?
Nobody is allowed to call me Sandy, especially you, Steve Cole. It's Professor Padway. What do you want?
I just want to see if you finished my new book, Ghost Grounds, A Secret History of Brad's Terrible Coffee.
Yes, I read it. Needs more sources.
I spent 5 years before becoming dean to write it. I have 120 pages of endnotes. I spoke to more than 300 people.
It's not enough. Get more sources. You need to be sure. Next. Wait a minute. All my students are coming to class? You all have questions? This is not a hard story I assigned you. 2 days is more than enough time to find the 5 secret nuclear waste sites in the city and to interview 20 people who are affected in each borough by these sites. Last year's class reported on football concussions and dismantled the NFL in less than 24 hours.
I found one of the waste plants, but the FBI found me next. The interrogation took 20 hours.
Oh, great, so you got to ask all your questions.
They asked the questions. Now I'm on a blacklist for potential terrorists.
As long as it's not KAP. You understand I am very worried about your story, but you will work around it. What are the rest of you here for? Did you all get detained by the FBI?
Actually, we had questions about the news quiz.
Which questions? All the answers are right there in the 16 daily newspapers I assigned.
On the day JFK was shot, a man was arrested. What were the color of his socks?
Last week, Obama gave a speech about Nelson Mandela. What did I have for breakfast this morning?
The New York Times ran a story on page 7 about the changes to the food stamp program. What was the second letter of the first word in the story right next to it?
Also, I forgot the name of the white supremacist organization from our news quiz.
It's Keep America Pure, which is a fake organization and in no way real at all. I made it up, okay? It doesn't exist. No way, no how. I don't know anyone in that organization. I mean, if it existed, because it's fake.
You sure know a lot about Keep America Pure, Professor.
Haven't any of you discovered what those paper bags are really for? The answers to all the quiz questions are written on the inside.
And scene.
And scene.
Alright, so after all the theater posts on Facebook from David, I bet you guys want to see him on stage, so yeah.
Hello all. So I was thinking of just doing a monologue and not depressing you with my terrible vocal cords, and then I realised a lot of my monologues are mildly weird, as the fact that most people thought my last one was actually me, in which they talk. It's anyway. Yeah, you all there, you all heard it. You all hate me. So I thought that I would sing a song that I heard 3 days ago for the first time, and thought, why not? Why not? Why not do it in front of a group of like 150 people? So prepare for a lesson in how to forget the words, potentially.
Oh, wait a minute, I have to get the YouTube video.
Really great technical work there, Jason. We met, of all places, in front of Gristides, some freakishly cold winter's day. I had on several unflattering layers of wool. He slipped on the ice with his grocery bags full. I rescued some Fruit Loops he dropped by the curb, and he made some remark how my smile was superb. And I thought it was sweet, and I started to go, and he said, hey, what you doing tomorrow? Because I'll be here on the corner of Bleecker and Mercer at say around 7. If you wanna meet up, I'll be waiting right here. And in case there are 2 fellas waiting for you, my name's John. He waved and then he was gone. Needless to say, I went back there to meet him, mostly to see if he'd show, and there he was, stood in the cold with his jacket pulled tight. He bought me some dinner and kissed me goodnight. The next week we went to this terrible play, and the next week we only drank hot chocolate all day. And just like that, 8 or 9 months had gone by, and he said, hey, what you doing the rest of your life? Because I'll be here, right beside you as long as you want me to be. There's no question, I have never been certain of more in my life. It may sound immature, but I'm totally sure you're the one. And we had just begun. We got hitched in September, our favorite month, with this strange rock band in some old synagogue. And we bought an apartment on West 17th Street and thought about children and getting a dog. Our first anniversary came in a flash, and we promised to take the day off. He had to go to his office that morning, and so I wandered uptown to this bakery I know, when I heard on the street what I thought was a joke, till I saw all the sirens and noticed the smoke. And I'm running back home with this feeling of dread to the voicemail he left with the last words he said. I'm sorry, I don't mean to ruin your evening by telling you all of this stuff. You're probably wondering why I even sang here tonight. Well, I saw something today and it spooked me all right. This storm cloud of papers fell down from the sky, and I thought of that day and I started to cry. And I swear as I breathe I heard John clear as day saying, hey, you're allowed to move on, it's okay. Because I'll be here, even if you decide to get rid of my favorite sweater. Even if you go out on my birthday this year, instead of letting life's moments pass by, you don't have to cry, because I'll be here. Even when you go back to the places we went to together, even when you take your ring off and start to smile, when you meet some man handsome and patient and true, and he says that he wants to get married to you, and he calls you one night and you meet him downtown, and you finally answer him yes. Yes, Jason, I will marry you. I will give you my heart. It has taken so long, but I'm ready to start. Right now, John is whispering congrats in my ear, 'cause I finally let myself tell you that I will be here.
SPJ just has a couple of things they want to show. Couple selfies that we thought might sum up the J School experience. It's me falling asleep in studio last night working on this presentation. Didn't get in tonight, you guys? I'm really upset. It's probably too soon. I'm sorry, it's too soon. Hashtag CUJ problems. CUJ problems. It's funny because it's so untrue. Everyone loves Freddy's. Hashtag CJ14. Guys, call Julie because I'm ready for the career fair. We all know that's not true. Come on, sources, call her back. She's #1 star. So I tell everyone I go on dates with, call me back when you're ready. Aw, it's cold. This is Dean Huff on her phone. And last but not least, my favorite, not a J School holiday.
not supposed to end half an hour ago?
Yeah, I mean, I'm dying to get back to that press release writing job.
Sushma, should we call him?
No, I already left 4 voicemails. He hasn't gotten back to me.
I wanted to do a story on a Harlem barbershop. What do you think about that?
Is there a time peg for that? Come up with another idea.
What about my story on the vegan food uptown?
Didn't someone from DNA Info write about that last week?
What about my story on the weather?
You want to write about the weather? Go back to undergrad.
What about that profile I sent you?
Class, what did I say about profiles?
No profiles.
Oh, there's Edward.
I'm terribly sorry for being late. There's an enormous emergency. Folks, I can't sign into, what is it that we created yesterday to put our stories?
Dropbox.
I can't sign into it. Doran, you help me make it. Any suggestions?
I can't help you if you keep forgetting your password.
I may have.
What about your other phone?
I actually I've been waiting for this invitation to the journalism conference with the Latino journalists in Texas, so that finally came. Sushma, could you do me a solid? All those nice folks, they work down there on the 4th floor.
The DMAs?
Yeah.
Sure.
That's exactly who we need. Can you give them a buzz, get them on the horn, please? Now, class, for the rest of you, did everyone read the foster care report that I assigned for you, the one that I wrote? Do you all have that?
The printer's Stabile ran out of ink, so I don't have mine.
Alexis, that's not a problem. Who did read it?
All right, some of it.
Did anybody listen to the original broadcast that was on NPR? Any of you?
Come on, it's 80 pages and you assigned it last night.
Hi there.
Hi, I'm the DMA you called about?
Yes, that's right. I was hoping you could help us log into we put our stories there. It's called a
Dropbox.
That's correct.
Dropbox.
Can you help us with that?
Yeah, we don't really give training on how to log into Dropbox.
Doreen, can you please explain to this nice young lady what the issue is with our Dropbox?
He's got 8 accounts, 8 Gmail accounts, and he doesn't remember one single password.
Well, I can't really help you unless you submit a ticket on our online system, but don't worry, someone should get back to you before the end of the semester.
Excellent. Thank you very much for that. Folks, what can we do for the rest of the day?
So I want to do a story about this terrific story. It's a Harlem barbershop. A lot of these barbers, because one black barber cuts a lot of hair in Harlem. He's like the big deal barber. What do you think about it?
Janisha, that's remarkable. It sounds like you have a phenomenal, a real handle on that community. I suggest you go ahead and do it. Any last minute ideas from you guys? I don't think that there's much we can do. I may have to let you all out for the day and cancel class. Okay, I will not be here tomorrow. Sushma will be in class with you guys. Just a few last minute things. You need to read the piece about the brides and the Botox. There's that lengthy math assignment. I anticipate Sterling and Eugen to do very well on that. Don't forget that. And any questions over the weekend, don't give me a buzz because I'll be in DC, but just reach out to Sushma.
scene.
You guys rock, though, actually.
Did Vanessa make it? Hi. You're... No.
We're down to our last 4 acts of the night, so Vanessa did.
I thought I was way later.
I love to see you walk into the room, body shining, lighting up the place. And when you talk, everybody's out, cause they know you know just what to say. And the way that you protect your friends, baby, I respect you for that. And when you grow, you take everyone you love along, and I love that thing. Don't fly me away, don't need to buy a diamond key to unlock my heart. Shelter my soul, you're my fire when I'm cold. Want you to know. Hello, hello, you had me at hello, hello, hello. It was many years ago, baby, when you stole my cool. You had me at hello, hello, hello. I get so excited when you travel with me, baby, when I'm on my grind. Sorry, that was hard. Keep me humble, I like this time, cause you know there's more to life. And if I need you, you will be here. You make the sacrifice. Fly me away, don't need to buy a diamond key to unlock my heart. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You had me at hello, hello, hello. You had me at hello, hello, hello. It was many years ago, baby, when you stole my cool. You had me at hello, hello, hello. Gotta feel you and be near you. You're the air that I breathe to survive. Gotta hold you, wanna show you that without you my sun doesn't shine. You don't have to try so hard for me to love you. Boy, without you my life just ain't the same. Hard for me to love you. You had me at hello, hello, hello. You had me at hello, hello, hello. It was many years ago when you stole my cool. You had me at hello, hello, hello. It was many years ago, baby, when you stole my cool. You had me at hello, hello, hello.
Good job, good job.
Hello, New York.
Vanessa, you're my hero. I'm glad I got to hear that twice. There was a time when this town was run by one man, and his name was Frank. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song. Let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore. And love is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart and please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore. And love is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart and please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. Love was made for me and you.
Alright, we have the last two roasts of the night, so Dave Maharaj and Jessica.
Do you guys want this microphone?
Yeah, we do. Oh, we have free. Well, actually, we have free. 3 months.
All right, we'll be quick. Like, very quick. Oh, Dale and Jess aren't here. Basically, they don't know how to use cell phones, so I'm not sure that they knew that we were doing this tonight. So this is for that. 11 signs you took Bruder Maharaj's reporting class.
Number 1, you don't have a life for now. If you don't work hard when you're 20, no one will love you when you're 30, 40, 50. Hey, who needs sleep anyway?
You don't cover politics, ever. Olivia, seriously. The election, it's not interesting.
Number 3.
You get anxiety whenever you use any other font besides Courier New.
Number 4. You only cover food stamps, HIV, or anything to do with poverty. Number 5.
You love a good animal-themed deadline drill. You don't stress, but just enjoy the chicken music behind you.
Number 6.
You read, oh you read, about squirrels, pigs, and snakes to learn about how to report. Don't ask.
Number 7. Oh, when you get into Rikers Island covering a murder case, you fist bump the killer. Good job out there.
That really happened.
We didn't want to handshake, Brian and I, so we didn't know how to approach it. We went with the fist bump.
Ask Louise. Number 8.
You spend your evenings with a good, long reading packet. Yes, Carly, it's about poverty. You love that it's never, ever stapled.
And always, always about poverty. Number 9.
You've learned to never turn over the page unless directly instructed, or you fear pirates will come and kill your family.
Number 10.
It's a long story.
You know you can't miss class to cover an election.
Never. Not even the real, actual election.
Absolutely never.
It's not a story.
We won't cover that.
Transgenders, that's okay.
Absolutely. And if you want to know how to win a Pulitzer, yes, we know how. You go to Iowa, you find a cemetery, the biggest one there. You sleep in it, stay for a year. Boom, there's your Pulitzer.
Read any of Dale's books, that's actually true. Thanks very much. And thanks to Dale and Jess, who chose not to be here.
Last and probably least. Thank you, and my name is Stephen Rosbaum. I want to shout out to the half of my class that came but was too scared to come up. I think it's funny that like half of my class wants to be on TV but they can't speak in front of their classmates. And I like to think we saved the best teaching tandem for last. Amy Singer's here, thank you. But first, I wrote a little haiku for Barbara Kantrowitz. So here goes. Barbara Kantrowitz, science, healthcare, education. Where is she today? You're not gonna get that, but I don't care. So the first day of class, Amy Singer and Barbara, they instead of going around and telling them telling them about ourselves, they told us what they found out about us online. So I went online and I looked for some facts about Amy Singer. And here's what I found. So if you don't have the pleasure of knowing her, here we go. Maybe these can start your conversation. All right. Amy's from the state of Oklahoma. So, okay, no one else, all right. She has degrees from UMass Amherst and Yale Law School, but she's not a lawyer, which is kind of weird. But she does love it. Her greatest honor, she said in a bio, was when a student actually thought she was a lawyer. And she'll give you extra credit if you call her your honor in class, which is kind of weird. So Amy teaches the court reporting class, which I was also in, just coincidentally. And so I've been lucky to know her for the past 3 or 4 months. And I learned that she was initially inspired to get into legal reporting from the 80s TV drama Night Court, and the TV show Judging Amy is actually based on her life, very loosely. But earlier in her career, Amy was a news assistant for the New York Times, but they found out that she hates writing and she never actually read the paper, so she quit. These are, oh, thank you. See, this is why the people didn't want to come up, because they knew I would bomb, but I don't care. All right. When Amy was a little girl, she starred in the Oklahoma Little Miss pageant, and her can-can dance got her a perfect score. And she still displays the trophy in her office, which is really nice. I do office because she only has a Q, but it's great. So as a preteen, she actually wrote weekly love letters to Chief Justice Warren Burger, but she never heard back, so I felt kind of bad about that. And in high school, she actually dated fellow Oklahoman Dr. Phil McGraw. So I think that's a really, really good tidbit. Maybe you can talk with her about that. And every year, Amy, she lives in New York and she auditions to be on Law & Order, which is like her favorite show. And when she finally gets the part, you can kiss her ass goodbye.
That is our show. Thank you guys for coming. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Back to video editing.